Hi guys, welcome back to another video of NetEyes. In the previous video we have added a node, added a few ports, added a subnet and linked those together. So let's see how that results. So first let's have a look at the templates that we've assigned and see how it all fits together. But before we do, let's go over the node one more time just to see what we got. So we have the node and you can see right here we got the Cisco iOS template that has been assigned. And if we're gonna look at the ports, we see we got a couple of ports, gigabit 0/0/1 till 5, that have all been assigned the user port template. Okay, now let's go back and see the service with the IPv4 subnet that we've created. Here we got the user. Let's double click. What we see here is we got the user subnet with the net name user, net description user, and the VLAN template has been assigned with the name VLAN. Perfect. Okay, so let's see what information all those things hold. So we go into templates and let's start from the back. Okay, so we go to port templates and here we see we got a VLAN which has a production state, so I can double click it and it will open the production template. And what we see here is a bunch of configuration that is belonging to the subnet. So you will see some variables in here like the VLAN ID, like the net description. The net IP gateway is the one IP address that we filled with the .1 at the end. We are using the net mask, etc. This is a piece of the configuration. So of course the idea is that this template is used for each VLAN that has been assigned to that specific node and that all of these variables will be filled. Okay, so I would expect, since we've built it in such a way that there's one subnet with the VLAN template applied, and that is the one that we're going to see eventually in the configuration. So there's also the user template, which was of the model Gigabit Ethernet. And if we look in there, we'll see a piece of configuration as well. We'll talk more about the exact configuration and the things that are shown here at a later stage, but I expect this template to be executed 5 times for each of the ports that the user template has been assigned to. Well, just to go over it quickly, we got the port type, slot, and port ID, so that I would expect it to be 0/0/125, depending on the port. In this variable with the relation, which we're going to talk about definitely later on, because that is a very important aspect, I would expect it to return the value 20, because 20 is the VLAN ID that has been assigned to the subnet which has been linked to this port. And here there are some conditionals. For example, if the port reserve value is filled, then this line will be executed and this specific variable will be filled as well. So this would only make sense for port number 1, where we have actually assigned this value and set it to 10. On the other ports, I don't expect to see this line. Here you see some logic that if the port is shut, we will see the shutdown command. If it's not shut, you see that in here, so a negative or a negate, we'll expect the no shutdown command. Okay, so we'll go out of here. So all of this will be called upon by this template. Here you will see some information, but in short, and I promise you we'll go into this later on, you will see that for all the interfaces, we'll try to find the port template and that will be executed. The same applies for port channels. This is there isn't a port channel now, so there I don't expect any information to come out. And the same we're gonna have for the VLAN templates. And then there are some additional here already prepared for you in case there are static routes. I'll leave it at that for now, and I will just show you what the result would be. Remember that the node was assigned to the Cisco iOS template. That is the one that you will find in the main template, and you'll see it right here. This is the name, you see it, And you will see also here on the right side that this is the vendor, and in this case the model, which could be more. We'll cover that in course number 3. But for now, we're gonna look at this template. Let's open it, and there you see the template name Cisco IOS has line number 7, which is calling the subtemplate. And you saw that the subtemplates would, in their turn, would try to figure out which ports have which port templates and which VLANs have which VLAN templates. All of that would eventually result in generating the entire configuration. So let's have a look. We're going to go into Operate, then we're going to go into Tools, and here we have View Config. So whenever a node, an ICE node, a modeled node, has a template assigned, we can generate the entire configuration based on it. So in this case, we're going to go to your lab where we had router number 1, and we're going to press View Config. So in this case, here you can see we loaded the main template, Cisco IOS. We loaded the subtemplate. Let me zoom in for you. We loaded the subtemplate interface VLANs, and for it will go over all the ports that it can find for that specific node and execute the template for it. So in this case, that's a user template. You can see that the port has been substituted, the description has been substituted. There's the VLAN that I expected it to be 20, and here are the storm control port reserve 1 variables, which I don't expect on port number 2. As you can see, they are not there. You don't see them on 3, 4 and 5 either. So here we go into the VLAN template that we had, and there you see all the variables have been substituted as well. The net IP gateway is substituted along with the net mask. So there you can see we have the entire configuration that's been generated for this device. Thank you for watching.